Welcome back. I am going to give you a quick tutorial on making these chairs. Remember we talked about this. These chairs are going to be in the dowel house. Not exactly sure where all of them will go, but again, this is the pillow tops that I've been making out of makeup pillows, well, makeup pads. And this chair is not finished, by the way. I got some sanding, and I think I'm going to do some painting and some embellishments also. So this is just one of the chairs that I've made. I've made others, but this style is different than the other, which I'll show you. I think you'll probably see two more, or I think, yeah. Well, actually, it's more. It's a lot more chairs. If you look at some of the previous videos, you'll see them. But this is the wood that I use. Let me get this out the way. This is the wood that I use. And I believe I got this from Amazon. Let me see if I can get this little packaging open. And they come in sheets. Like just regular little lumber, like wooden sheets. Nothing spectacular. You can kind of see a little bit of the pattern of the wood. But it's like a piece of plywood, I guess. So anyways, let me set this down, set this aside, and make sure I got this straight on so you can see. Alright, so this is a piece of the wood that I cut out earlier, which is the same size as the chair, the seat that the cushion is going to go to. Now I'm going to start here at the corner because I don't want to waste wood, and this is the easiest way too, because I've already cut this piece out. And so I start here at the corner and it's traced. Now today I'm going to do something a slight bit different because I have this tool here, which is Oscillating tool that I just purchased, Bauer brand, and I can't remember where I got this from, but one of those hardware stores. Anyways, so I'm going to show you today. I'm going to cut this out, probably not entirely, but to make it life easier for me, I'm going to cut it instead of using what I normally use, which is this, the Precision Craft Knife Kit. I'm going to still use this, but I'm going to use a little bit less effort. So bear with me. I don't think I'll be putting your eyes out with dust, so I think you guys will be good. Alright, safety first. Always use both hands when using a power tool. It is locked in place. I've already checked with the lock. And I also, I have on a mask. Sorry if I sounded muffled. I also use the wrench that comes with this tool to make sure that this is tightened, and I use the trusty, what do you call it? A flathead screwdriver. I mean, I could have used the other type, but it worked. I know, safety first, right? It is locked and it is tight. So anyways, all right, so let's start. This is what I'm going to use today to make the cut, the majority of the cut. Oh, by the way, one more thing. When I turn this on, when I power this on, you're going to see there the numbers at the bottom. 1, 2, 3. Let's see. Make sure you can see that. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This is, you'll see the light is the brightest at 3. Let's see here. Yeah, I think you could tell. I don't know if I turn the light off. Let me do that let me hurry up before we run out of power. So you see the third light is on, okay? That's what I want. I don't want it at its highest. It should be at 4 commonly, but this is not a quick cut, and I don't want to go deep into the wood because then I don't want the blade to catch and get caught and either roll back, the tool roll back on me. I don't want that. So here we go. We're at 3. I'm gonna hold it with one hand. Oh, wait a minute. Let's not do that. Let me get my gloves. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I said safety first and I got my fingers out. No, I don't think so. Alright, here we go. Alright. I'm making a cut. And I'm going to slowly start here. I'm probably going to have to hold it a little bit more right there. Clean that cut up a little bit more. Like you can already see where I kind of got down a little deep. That's not too bad. Just as long as the blade doesn't get stuck in this board, this wood board underneath. This is very thin. Okay, now I'm going to start again. Alright, that's enough. So I'm going to shut this off. And you see the blade is not moving. And I'm going to set this aside. All the way over there. Out the way. And then I'm going to come back in with this one that I showed you earlier. And since I still have my gloves on, I'm going to keep them on. These are not expensive sets right here. A lot of this stuff comes from China. It's a little rusted already, the blade. So I'm just going to add just a slight teensy bit of pressure. Go through one time. Bam. Done. Simple. See? Now, I'm going to move this aside. And then I'm going to come back with the original, or one of the originals, because there are many. And I'm going to line that up. So, it's a little bit. I'm going to make some cuts here. Just neaten it up a little bit more from what I can see. And then, I want to knock this a little over. Let me put this down beneath the sawhorse. Okay, I'm going to take this mask off now that I'm done with the oscillating tool. Alright, so I'm going to just draw a line here. Well, let me get the pencil right. Because it's so small, I don't want to use the oscillating tool for that. It makes absolutely no sense. Now let's take this off so I can see and I'm not going all willy-nilly underneath. I can't see what I'm cutting. This is actually the norm with these types of tools. You see, that's a little hard, but imagine me making all 4 cuts with this tool. It's a lot easier with the oscillating tool to really get down into the grooves and just go on with my day. And then I could always tidy that up a little bit more. Now this is a piece, like I said, the one that I kind of like, this original. It's pretty much where I want it. So you don't have to worry about it being perfect. The whole point of the matter is what you want to do when you get it done is, again, see if I can find one. Let me look. Hold on. What you want to do once you cut it, it is good enough for you. You can use these like simple nail files, sandpaper, still the same thing, just a different function, or should I say different functionality. I think you can see that. Let me take this glove off because we don't really need the gloves at this point. But yeah, here it is. You can see the name of those, and I bought that, I think, on Amazon too. So, all right, so all you do to get it straighter, get it more pleasing, or you can round them off too. That's good enough. Just to kind of smooth out the edges. And that's it. So, I'm going to show you one that I already did. I'll check this again. Let's see where I'm at. Make sure you guys can still see me pretty well. And let's see. They're not 100% even. Not 100% even, Steven, but it's not a big deal. I'm just going to cut a little bit more. I think you can see just this little side right here. Just going to go down a little press. I might have pressed a little bit too much. It's not a huge deal. Even putting it here. Not a huge, humongous deal. But am I going to use that? I don't know. I think I can, because I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, over here, just a little piece of the wood is off, but that's not a problem, because once I put legs, it's not a big deal. Okay, now the second thing that I do, once I get that done, I try not to move you guys, have you bouncing around too much over here, is I'm going to grab another pillow. I think I'm going to try turquoise this time. And then I check it with the pillows as well. Whatever pillow top that I'm going to put on here, I just check it to see how it looks. Is it too wide? Is it too small, too narrow? What is it? So I kind of want the base to give me that much pillow all the way around. So, and that's fine on that side. So let's see, I'm just gonna bring it in just a little bit on this side, because see, I don't really like that. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I'm not really okay with that. That's not quite the look. So what I'm going to do is take that pillow off. Then I'm going to measure as I do by putting, I think you could see this, and by putting the piece one on top of the other. And I'm just gonna, again, draw a line. I think I need to come back a little bit more right there. And then I'm going to, this time, because I'll make sure that, I know I just touched the blade, but I just turn the blade, not touch the sharp side so much. So I'm gonna just go ahead, do that. And then bring that down. And now when I put the pillow on it, that's not too bad. Yeah, that's not bad. But the whole goal is, once I glue it, I go back and I neaten up the edges again using the wood glue. And I did that already. Here's one right here that I can show you. And I neaten up the edges using the wood glue. Just smooth things out a lot better. This is going to be the front of the chair because I like that look better. And then the back of the chair, what I am going to do in order to put wood to wood is I'm going to glue this, cut this and glue this on, and then I will be gluing the chair together. So let me come back to you with what that is going to look like. Okay, first I have to measure and cut this stick, and I'm going to neaten this up a little bit more, but I probably should be able to get it with the wood. So let me make the cut and I'll be right back. Okay, so I put the glue, I guess you can see that, and this is going to take a minute. You could kind of see it dripping, so I gotta get that cleaned up. I'm just going to wipe that with my fingers and go back over. Let's see. There you go. Okay. And it doesn't matter that the stick is a little rounded on one edge. That's not a big deal, because you're not going to see that on the back of the chair anyways. So I just stick that on there, and I just hold it until it dries a little bit, and then I set it and let it actually dry the rest of the way for about 30 minutes, just to be sure before I go back in and tidy it up. Alright, so I'll come back to you with the next step in the process.